Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a few brawlers which are secretly insane in the meta right now. It's been overshadowed by a bunch of kit, Rosa, tank hybrid comps which are just running all over the meta, but these brawlers definitely have big potential, especially in Power League. I'm kind of only playing Power League at a minute to escape the kit apocalypse, but I've actually got some good news for you guys in a sec. So before we get into today's video, I just want to go over Danny's tweet really quick because a lot of you guys have been asking for this. This is the one thing I've been seeing the most in the community right now is a nerf to kit. So we see the first bullet point that Danny says. We can just check the tweet out in the description. I'll just link it because there's a bunch of good information. A lot of it is just to do with bug fixes though, and also exploits that have been fixed to do with gems. But the big one is that we know a nerf to kit is coming pretty soon. Could be tomorrow, could be Friday, and expect a few nerfs. I probably expect like 3 or 4 nerfs, just like Charlie. So the meta is finally going to be a little bit more balanced. Guys, jumping into the first brawler, which I think is secretly underrated and very, very strong. It's going to be hard to showcase it off here, but it is Pearl. Specifically, of course, in Knockout, I think she's an S tier brawler in Knockout. Easily one of the best picks. And people just sleep on her. They don't really pick her too often, which I'm just not really sure why, because she's unstoppable, especially when she's full heat. There's nothing that is stopping her, literally. Like, I just shredded that Rosa right here. Good job I've got a kit on my team instead, although we are facing against a Charlie, probably the biggest counter. We're going to pop a gadget right here, try and shred these guys down, and use our super and just destroy them. Look at that. I mean, I didn't think Pearl was that much of a counter to these guys, but I guess once I heat up, I'm insane. And also, just a shield is really good, of course, for staying alive. And then I just press my green button, and I'll just shred pretty much anyone. So again, I just got to be really cautious, not waste any ammo opportunities, so I can go to full heat and just, again, shred this Charlie down. Unfortunately, I don't think I got the kill there, but again, I need to just wait for the heat to go up. Wait for it. You know the star power. Well, when the shield goes, you can start melting these guys down. I'm going to pop my hypercharge to try and stay alive, but unfortunately, that combo is too strong. But maybe my teammates have got me right here. That is definitely a good kill. The Colt clips as well. Oh, the Rosa healing is just far too much, and there's nothing that we can do against that. But in terms of other game modes as well, Bounty, of course, she's really insane. I'd say the best knockout maps are close quarters and out in the open. Bell's Rock, I think, because it's a little bit too open and not enough grass, it's pretty hard to, you know, fully heat up a lot of the time and get the value. But definitely the other two knockout maps and a rotation are very strong for her. In terms of other maps, Backyard Bowl, of course. A lot of gem grab maps she can pretty good, especially again with grass, because she can scout the grass easily, can even switch on the vision gear, and that can be pretty underrated with her. Oh, Charlie was so weak again. That is the second time now that she survived on such low HP. Maybe we can catch him out. Again, we've got to be careful, because if we overstep our mark even a little bit, we're going to die and get absolutely shredded. So again, Charlie. Oh, how? That is 3 times this game that Charlie has survived with such little HP. Again, gotta heat up. That's the thing. So that you can't just go with Pearl into any game mode, really, because there is just too much aggression, especially when you face randoms. I just realized Kit is not on me instead. I was just about to go in like crazy. But just look at this. This Rosa just gets absolutely shredded. Like 2 pieces of ammo completely removes near enough all of her HP. I didn't get to showcase completely how strong she is because right now it's just kit apocalypse and hardly anything is good against that. But I think overall it's a good impression of how strong she can be. Slap on the heal gear with her as well on Knockout Bounty. You can use her in Hot Zone. Just stay away from Brawl and Heist. And Pearl is easily an A tier brawler in this meta. Let's hop into the next brawler. Alright guys, jumping into the next brawler, which I think is secretly OP, it has to be Amber. So a lot of people question my Amber placement on my tier list. I'll just say I'm one step ahead in the meta because right now in Power League, Amber's being picked all of the time. She's so incredibly strong, and especially on game modes and maps where she wasn't really particularly strong in the past. Like I'm seeing Amber used on maps like Tornado Ring, on Heist, for example. I'm just seeing her everywhere because her gadget actually really helps with her biggest weakness, and that is the aggressive brawlers. Those are going to be the brawlers that can counter Amber easily. And of course, in the past, Amber was only really good on, I would say, really wide open maps, or maybe with a few choke points. But now walls are her best friend because you can use a spinny gadget and deal so much damage. I'm not even trolling right now. This gadget used to be one of the worst in the game, and I think it's insane. It is very strong, especially against those tankier options. So I'm going to try and get into a good position to showcase it, but doesn't really seem likely. We're getting some good jukes on the Dynamo. We're going to pop Gadget now and just run into their faces. This is what you've got to do with Amber. And I actually like using Speed Gear normally. This has too much grass, so I'm using Vision Gear. But the Speed Gear combined with this Gadget is actually insane. Again, I'm not trolling. It's not April Fool's. Trust me. I would admit, you know, eventually that it would be a troll, but it's just not. Amber actually is secretly OP. I'm seeing her using Hot Zone. I'm seeing her just used everywhere. The damage buff was definitely overlooked by a lot of people. And once again, I think a lot of Brawlers are going to come to light in the meta once Kit gets nerfed, because not a lot of Brawlers can do much against Kit and these broken combinations, but once Kit is nerfed, Brawlers like Amber, I think, will really, really thrive. Maybe even S tier once Kit's nerfed. We'll have to wait and see. For me, do not sleep on Amber. She's insane. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, jumping into the next Brawler, which I think it's not even really secretly insane, but definitely under the radar, because I still feel like definitely Charlie is an S tier Brawler. So already you guys know that Charlie's one of the best Brawlers to Kit, so of course she's just going to get better in turn. But I think even with the Kit nerfs, I think she'll be one of the best Brawlers in the game. So it's always hard to tell at the beginning, especially when a Brawler gets so many nerfs. I think Charlie got 4 huge nerfs with the last set of balance changes, but I think because she was just so broken in her other state, I don't think the nerfs really did as much as they should have, really. Like, she still probably needs some good nerfs to her. Of course, the Spidey's gadget isn't as broken as before, but still with 4 usages of this gadget, you're still going to get a lot of value with it. Of course, her super still fundamentally is probably the best super in the game, and because you can just hit it so easily, it is just a free win a lot of the time. Like, seriously, Charlie is still so incredibly OP. I don't even need to ramble on really too much as to why she's so strong, because everybody knows broken super, really easy auto-aim attack, broken gadget still. She's just still really hard to beat in a 1v1, and she has really good range as well. Good damage, just everything is good about Charlie. I think she's still a consistently S tier Brawler and so strong across multiple game modes. So that's going to be another Brawler. Let's hop into the last one. Alright guys, jumping into the next Brawler, which I think is secretly insane, and I've always been pushing the agenda on this. It is Leon. So I feel like finally people have realized, even though I was very early on the ship, that Leon is an insane Brawler. Super, super versatile. His hype charge, I won't really say is like game breaking, but of course, being one of what, like a quarter of the Brawlers in Brawl Stars right now, to have a hype charge, it's just going to make him one of the better options anyways, because not everyone has that purple button. But yeah, I just think it's insane in turn with a lot of different things. Of course, you can't just pretty much use Leon into everything, but there's just so many opportunities still in Power League where people forget that Leon even exists, because of course it's been a long while since it's been meta, so I always have him readily available to pick in my Power League games, and it's not even that hard to charge his supers. Like, come on, I just need one more shot and I get my super and I can combine it. Also, the Mythic gear, again, kind of gone under the radar, and it just really helps him with cycling his hyper charge. You can get that extra few seconds, and just look at this, I'm just not dying. The invisibility and invisiheal and hypercharge combination is just too much. I'm able to cycle and then start again, so I should just be able to just destroy this Mortis. I'm getting close to my next hypercharge already here, and I'm just going to run into the Piper, tank one of those gadgets with my gadget and get the kill. Somehow we're still alive. I don't even know what is happening right now. But do I need to say how versatile he is? Pretty much insane everywhere except for Heist. I pretty much use him all the time in Gem Grab. Maybe not so much Brawl Ball, but definitely Hot Zone, Bounty, Knockout. You just can never go wrong with Leon. And especially in Knockout and Bounty, he counters so many of those sharpshooters. And even in other game modes, tanks are going to feed his hypercharge. So he's just pretty much really strong everywhere. The right Leon can make the right plays. And of course, with his super being one of the best in the game mechanically, he's just always going to be pretty strong in the game, in my opinion. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're back with well, we're just back in the UK right now, so no more pre-recorded videos, and we're back daily streaming as well. So if you made it this far, make sure to check out my daily streams over on YouTube and Twitch. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.